little bad spot here.
Did you feel it bumping the bottom, and they hit it pretty good, or just get heavy?
More like it heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty.
I like this one.
Just gets mush.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Just kidding. Oh my God. What are you doing? I bet you they like that color more.
Brr. No. A little chilly running.
Yeah.
All right. So Daniel Keys and I come up here to Douglas early December, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
December 3rd.
December 3rd. And we're in Daniel's boat, riding in his Nitro Z18 today. So, yeah, we come up here just go do a little bit of fishing. We didn't either one of us have much going on today, so we'll see if we can catch some.
I'm gonna try it.
It's a little chilly this morning, but it's supposed to get really nice today. But it is slick as glass, no wind at all. Really, really beautiful day for early December. So let's see if we can catch one. It's not like terribly colored, you know.
Yeah.
We've been throwing a lot of chartreuse or type stuff.
25th, I think, last year, or actually this year. And
I knew that was a fish. Yep. I felt him push it once, and then he come back and got it. Nah, I got him right here.
You want to keep our best 5?
Nah, if we catch something bigger than that, we'll take it.
Yeah, I kind of want to do some pictures.
Yeah. We'll catch something bigger than that. But broke the ice. Almost literally. Yep. Not too bad.
Yeah.
He hit it like right at the boat.
Yeah.
Yep. It's 44 right now, so it'll surprise you. The thing, like this time of year, you know, it's getting cold.
Right.
You know, so it's been.
This up here, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
but we're on a downward trend. So as that water gets cold, it's more of a shock to them.
Yeah.
In January, it's been cold. It's been cold a long time. They're used to it by then.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying you need to burn a spinnerbait, but those fish are pretty accustomed to it at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, you almost have to fish as though the water's colder, to me, this time of the year than you do once it has been cold and stayed cold.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know it does.
For what you can see.
But yeah, I went down there 2 years, or I guess a year ago.
Okay.
So, you got one?
Yep. Oh, it pulled off. Dang, that was a good one.
Oh man, what are you throwing?
That was a good fish right there.
Was it?
Uh-huh. Because the fish ain't, I mean, if the fish are in this cove and they're really biting when it's cloudy and windy, they ain't gonna swim away because it's sunny.
Right.
You just gotta figure out how to,
So it's
still how to
yeah, I
get them to
remember you
bite.
said it's like bluebird sunny days are horrible to fish in the wintertime.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, this is really, it's a nice day, but this is not very good fishing conditions.
Yeah. Both just got.
Yeah. Yeah. But there was a bite too, as soon as I popped it loose. Yeah. Which is,
right.
yeah, which is why something like a Shad Rap versus what you're throwing is getting bit.
Right, because people throw it a lot.
Well, because this is really subtle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real subtle, real tight. Water's cold. Like, this almost sneaks up on the fish.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why.
I think another thing I need to work on is expanding my confidence for baits.
Yeah.
You know, I've got, you know, there's maybe like 5 or 6 that I've got confidence in.
Yeah.
You know, I probably should have like a lot more than that.
You're saying bait styles or literally bait?
Well, like baits, like I like cranking.
Yeah.
I haven't thrown a Shad Rap.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've ever touched one.
Yeah. Yeah, right here on this side of this point. Right in there.
Of course I get hung up.
Right in there is where the...
You got one?
Yep. You might want a Shad Rap.
Yeah, I think I do.
Speaking of that, not knowing much on baits.
Got one.
I've got a couple. You get in that bag right back here and get there's a box of number 6s. Number 6 Shad Rap.
Like what, 3 or 4 bites on it.
I just had another one too.
I'll try.
I think it was another one. Get one that's got like a brown and pink, right? A little lower than that. Yeah.
That one too.
Yep. It's really close to what I'm throwing, but a little bit different. Yeah, and slow and easy, and frequent pauses. Especially if you feel it hit, you feel it hit anything good or whatever.
How deep you sit, Ron?
About 6, 7 foot.
You don't want to hit the back though, do you?
Not like the bank. You do want to hit in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll try to. I've probably not caught any less than certainly not less than 2, but landing up there in that 2 to 3 range.
Okay.
If you're just like fishing down the bank, I don't want to land it on the dirt, but not too far out.
Catch fish through here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of how that makes it a little transition right there. Sometimes that can be good. What I didn't make any money that year, but what was smallmouth, I bet you.
Oh, it's a drum.
No, it's a smallmouth.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Dang, man.
Little brownie.
That's a good one.
I wanted to try to be kind of easy setting a hook. I was like,
There's never been a smallmouth in this boat.
really?
Yeah.
There has now. It looked like a drum though, didn't he?
Yeah,
It's fun. It was really pale.
Is that 18 inches?
No, they only have to be 15 this time of year. He'd be a keeper. Yeah.
You gonna throw him in or you gonna?
Nah, we just let him go. Yeah, I was like, let me not jerk too hard. Just kind of
Gotta
turn.
move your whole body. with it.
Do the Tommy Biffle hook set.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like right out here, about halfway between
Okay.
us and that stick. He was out pretty good.
So there was one here.
Yeah.
That's the tree you marked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're just swimming.
You see that?
It was swimming with it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think I got caught on the
Yeah.
motor. Dang it.
Yeah, it looked like your line was cutting to the left. I was pretty sure.
Is that just me? Yeah, I hope I can.
This cast right here ought to be a fish.
I hope I can just. You got one?
It come off, but I had one.
Yeah. Golly. Gosh. Oof, that's all.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was before the class. It was maybe 17 or 18. But there's one.
Oh,
Another little smallie.
what are you doing?
Shad Rappin. He hit it right here at the boat.
Yes, I'm just shadding. Oh, he's small.
Yeah,
He don't even count.
he's just a little fella. He wouldn't be a keeper.
No. Telling you, man, I do not do good in these leagues.
Yep, just a
Well,
little
I am
fella.
fishing up against the pros.
Kind of this side of this thing. We'd caught a couple right in here the other day, but it like that's more broken up right along this side. And that's where it was better the other day. Like it's super shallow up there. We didn't catch anything up on the shallow part, but like from here, that patch of rock up on the bank,
Okay.
kind of that direction. So we'd fish down the lake, like we started in Muddy Creek. There you go. Told you.
Oh yeah, that feels nice. Get in here.
See, you know what to do.
Yeah. Do it. Well, let's keep fishing. I'll go to the emergency.
Oh, we ain't going anywhere. I'll just jerk it out of you.
Oh. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got him so good. I just kind of
That's right. And VMC trebles.
Yeah.
Got him stuck.
Dang, dude. I like those hooks.
Yeah.
It's my first bass in like a good little while.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with him.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's a keeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your first one ever on a Shad Rap?
It is. No, it is, man. You got one?
Yep. That's good. I can quit shaking them off now.
Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have to shake them off anymore. I can start catching them.
Lips are.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. Cold, ain't they?
Except for eating crawfish.
Let's get that in cold weather. I don't know why they wear lipstick when it's cold.
I don't know the bass feels.
Yeah, they wear lipstick when it gets cold.
Yeah. That fish smells good on your hands. Okay, well. This is in a little bad spot here.
Did you feel it bumping the bottom and they hit it pretty good or just get heavy?
More like a heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty.
I like those bites where it just gets heavy.
Just gets mush.
Yeah.
Like that one.
You're kidding. Oh my God. What are you doing? I bet you they like that color more.
I wouldn't think it would have anything to do with it. We can blame it on that. But
yeah, okay. Is that what it is?
With that Shad Rap, it's so much about the reel, the pull, the reel, and that water temperature.
Yeah.
It's that presentation of it, because a lot of times I feel like they come up behind it and they just do this.
Yeah.
And then they finally get a hold of it.
Yeah.
It's not very often that when it's this cold that they boom, you know, and yeah. So it's like, I mean, I pulled it across a rock right there. Now it's bumping again. Okay. It's not Carolina rig slow, but it's the slowest you'll ever fish a crankbait.
Yeah. Maybe I'm fishing too
fast. That's the easiest thing to do, is to fish it too fast. When that water's
about like that.
47 and less, that's how you want to fish it. If it's 48, 50, you can just chunk it and wind it. But when it's down in that 42, 44, 46, you almost want to be pulling it along.
Right. I can feel all those rocks over there.
You want to be able to count the rocks with it.
Really?
Yeah. And you'll feel a lot of fish bump it, you know, that don't get it or whatever.
Okay, well, I'm counting the rocks.
Yeah. That's the trick with the Shad Rap.
Man, I guess you caught them all.
That's just his fishing style.
Yeah.
Told you I had one.
Oh my God.
Just a little feller.
Uh-huh.
Here, you run a trolling motor, so we'll put you in front. Hopefully, see if I can catch them behind you.
Okay, all right. Well, that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, keep us out in like 6 foot or so is good. Hands down, cranking the banks like this, the biggest thing is your angle. You know, just like right here, like pulling in tight instead of sitting out there throwing in.
Right. No,
to pull in here and bring it right down that edge.
Strikes on a lot longer.
That's the biggest key with cranking like that is, and that it's the same as when you're fishing deep. You don't see it as much. So like envision this. So look back in there. You see how? So take like that right side.
Yeah.
See how it's kind of sloping down and it comes out and then it finally meets the bottom where it's just muck, you could say.
Yeah.
And see how this left side's like boom straight down and then it meets the muck.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of keep in mind of where that is. So like right there is where that met the muck. You see what I'm saying?
That's what it'd be.
That's as far out as what I typically ever fish.
Oh, okay.
So like if you keep your boat kind of at that, anything from there to the shoreline, you see what I'm saying? Right. If your bait's out in the muck, it's pretty slim chance of catching one.
Yeah.
From the bottom of the hill, you know, where it meets the bottom, from there up the slope, that's your strike zone on these type of banks. I kind of, whatever my bait is, like this is tiny, so it'll run about 4.
Yeah.
And then plus 2. So if my bait runs 4, if I can sit in 6, I'll sit in 6. My bait runs 6, I'll sit in 8.
Yeah.
My bait runs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, kind of whatever your bait does
Always
plus
have,
2.
like, extra.
Because you'll have fish that your bait comes off the bottom, and then they hit it, and that can give you the indication that maybe the fish are.
Got one?
No, I think it's a tree. The fish are slightly deeper than what you're actually fishing.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of always gives you that room to
Right.
judge that.
Yeah.
When each of us were saved, but it just wasn't a focus. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't first in our lives by any means.
Yeah.
You know, so our walk wasn't. That's a bass.
You got one?
Yep. Little feller.
Apparently they want that because
They are.
over there.
Yeah, they are biting tiny a little bit.
It looks exactly like a slim, or is it the same thing, just smaller?
This basically, yeah, same thing but smaller.
What do you like about it? Just, oh, it's bleeding.
Yeah, it
You
bleeds a
just
little
like
bit.
that it's smaller?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just it only runs about 4 foot, but yeah, just that littler profile. You know, just man is good at getting bites when slim's too much.
Right. Yeah, they're kind of like 25.
That's a fish.
Yeah.
Good one too.
Oh, this one ain't coming off. Come on, get in here.
Yes, I tried to count them. 25 is about what I came up with.
Yep. Sweet.
Got you one
Yeah.
on the Shad Rap.
Shad Rap, man. The best one I've got. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm.
Love catching them.
Yeah.
Man, it's fun.
Shad
Money
Rappin.
right there.
Water in the 40s. That's
Yeah.
get his money in the bank.